Welcome to Tech Talk with Eddie and Ralph, your live help and solution center for YouTube and related tech. Please come in and enjoy the demonstration. Ask any questions you have about the demonstration or any tech-related question. We are here to help you and do this to help you. No question is dumb, and we will do what we can to keep it simple. Thank you. We will be starting soon.
Hey everyone, welcome to Tech Talk. Eddie was looking something up, so he was going to make me talk, but I think he figured it out. So,
No, I asked Jamie to figure it out for me.
better yet, that works. Anyway, welcome in everyone.
We have Heartland HQ with Dink and Tank, Jerry at Butler Family Farm, 6 minutes to wait, the Moose Barbecue and Outdoor Adventures, Beverly Moffett, Lance Sleeper Barbecue, Grills to Gills, Mitchell at Hendrickson Family Farm, Tim Mitchell, and that's who we have in here that's typed in chat so far. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for coming in. She said, huh? I texted her, and she said, huh?
What? Anyway, Jerry, I see your comment up there. You know, copyright, there's, unless you are subscribed to a service, it's a crapshoot. That's all I can say. That's why I use Epidemic Sound. So it's worth the peace of mind to me to know that I'm not going to have any problems with any music that I use from them. So that's my commercial for today.
And there is, okay, who's that? Okay. We also have on the other side, we have Greg Johnson and Tommy at She Devil Adventures. Welcome in, guys. Got a total of 14 people in here so far.
All right. So we're going to do a couple different things tonight. I'm going to, excuse me, look at some unique stuff and it's kind of some fun stuff in Davinci. And then I think Eddie's going to do some YouTube stuff, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay. That's what we got going on tonight.
Okay.
So one of the things in Davinci is I'm going to show you how to back up your database just to protect yourself in case something happens. It's real simple. People hear the word backup and it's like, oh, it's going to be hard. It's like a couple clicks. That's it. So what you got, Eddie?
It's kind of funny. Hold on, I'm waiting on her to text. Yep. Okay. The funny thing is, and I got to get this set up here in a minute. But it looks like, what the heck? She's sending me a screenshot of our live for. She's confusing me, Ralph. We also have Arlene in the house, Gary Beltloop 29 in the house. Cooking with Stephen and Jacqueline. Hello. Welcome in.
Welcome to everyone who just joined. So, just a
There she goes. Oh, wait, hang on. Now she finally got what I was talking about.
sorry for the dead air, guys, but we were waiting for some info, but guess we should go on. So my week's been kind of interesting. I started. I think everybody pretty much knows I had an epidermal injection in my back for my neck, which helped. But now they've got me back going to physical therapy again. So I started that back actually end of last week before last. So going back through that again, fun stuff. And because of the holiday, I had to do 2 days back to back to keep my schedule. And I got to remind myself that's not a good idea. But anyway, that's about all that's up with me. Move the bird feeder out back. That's it. It's like really important stuff.
Oh man, he wants me to say it. Welcome in Dallas Cowboys Barbecue. Thank you very much for becoming a member.
Like we don't know who that is.
She said I can't see his. It's not on my list.
I don't know where would I see that?
I'm asking her.
Oh.
She sent me an incoming video call and then she hung up.
Short call.
She's got it. Whatever. What was Jerry talking about? About how did I kick him down?
I didn't see that.
Okay, now she's not answering when I call her. Yeah, it don't work anymore because we went to EV Mux and I was having a lot of issues with my soundboard, so I just turned my soundboard off and went through the mic. For now anyway, because I hate sound. Okay, YouTube Studio under Community, Ralph.
Okay. Under Community.
Lame. Oh. Well, y'all were the ones that was saying, you're too loud. We can't hear you. It was back and forth with it. So I just decided to shut it off. That's why. I didn't mess it up.
So what am I looking for under Community?
I
have no idea what I'm looking at here.
She's typing. I see. Oh, she says I see yours on my phone. Then what under Community? Jamie, are you not in my live? What is wrong with you? Why do I got to type this? You sound good now. Well, yeah, that's because I turned off my voice mod, and now I'm just going through my regular mic. That's why. Because I was having so many issues with the sound with voice mod up to where I could play sound effects or change my voice, but just now she's calling me.
The last upgrade on voice mod, they added a mixer
Yes.
into it.
Does Ralph have the app on his phone?
Do you have YouTube Studio on your phone?
Probably.
Probably. Are you not in my live?
Yes, but you had me on different screens. I'm on my phone. I'm not in the camper.
Oh, okay.
But on your phone, on the app, if you go under the community tab, you scroll all the way to the bottom.
Okay, and then it will say?
It'll say community spotlight. Hang on.
What whole message, Jerry? Hoorah, Jonesy, welcome in. Thank you for coming in.
I'm not seeing community on my phone.
He's not seeing community on his phone.
Just pick somebody. It doesn't matter.
On the app, on the phone, on the bottom, it says dashboard, content, analytics, community, and earn money. On YouTube Studio app.
Nope, not on mine. I may not have my community on. We'll just.
It's not. It's not on his.
We'll figure it out later.
He may not have his community turned on. He'll mess with it later. Okay, thank you.
No, the community that doesn't have anything to do with it. Turn your camera off for a second.
Turn my camera off. Okay, hold on. Okay, camera's off.
If you open up Studio. That tab right there, community, all the way down.
Yeah, but he may not have his turned on.
Community spotlight isn't connected to the community being turned on.
Okay, okay.
Do you have it on your phone?
I have YouTube Studio on my phone.
Open it.
Okay, I'm probably not in YouTube Studio. I'm probably just in YouTube.
Community.
Okay.
Like I said, we'll figure it out later.
It's different on your phone. And
all right.
Are you on yours? You're on.
I'm on yours. I don't know why it always changes.
Community.
Okay. All right.
You can get to it on the computer. I don't know.
Dallas Cowboys Barbecue said the icon's at the bottom. Yep. Okay, that's one of the things we're going to talk. Oh, let me turn my camera back on.
Yeah, good.
She didn't shut my curtain or my door. And now Gracie's in here, and you know what's going to happen.
Yep, any second.
Oh my gosh.
Hey guys, you get to see me be the person who doesn't know what's going on the phone. As good as I am with a computer, I'm the exact opposite with my phone because I don't use my phone for much.
There she goes.
Yep, it didn't take long.
Jamie, I don't even know where she went. I don't hear her in there. I'm gonna throw a treat out the door and shut the door. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Yep. That's what Simon just said. Time for treats.
Hey, you want a treat? Here, want a treat? Come on, look. Come on, out. Go get it. Go get it. Jamie? All right. Yeah, we'll get it right sometime.
Yeah, we're just all over the place tonight, aren't we?
Yeah, it's fun.
That's okay.
That's what keeps it interesting.
Yep.
Hoorah, Annie, Bat. Seen somebody else in here a minute ago.
I don't know if you said Arlene. I saw her earlier, I believe. Yep.
Arlene. All right. Well, here's one thing I want to show y'all tonight, guys. I want to tell you two things about YouTube. And you can always ask me questions about YouTube or anything like that. Email me, ask me questions or whatever. But a couple of weeks ago, I was in someone's live. And they couldn't... Well, actually, it's two different lives. On one of the live, somebody tried to come up on panel. And when they come up on panel, they could not get their sound to work where they could hear. Now, when you are on YouTube and you click on a link and it takes you to a streaming service like Talk Studio, StreamYard, EVMux, anything like that, sometimes what'll happen is the YouTube keeps the speaker, the media speaker, on YouTube. So you wouldn't be able to hear on the streaming service. Okay, so what you need to do on your phone, just like when you have multiple tabs open and stuff like that, you need to, if you go up on someone's panel and they're using a streaming service, you need to close your YouTube side down before you go into the actual up on panel, because then that releases your sound from YouTube to the streaming service. Okay, that's one tip or a hint or whatever on why you're not getting sound when you go up on somebody's panel and you can't hear the people up on panel and stuff like that. That happens very frequently. And the second tip or hint I want to show you tonight is there's a lot of people like me and Ralph and Gary and Dez. We have multiple computer monitors, screens. We have one computer, but we have multiple screens here. I have three. I have one here in front of me, one to my right, one to my left. I have another one, but I don't use it. It's not plugged in no more or anything else. Because you need a pretty good graphics card to run when you're running 3-4 screens or more. So I run usually 3 screens, and I'm fine with 3 screens, and it runs fine. But there's a lot of people out there that have a computer and one screen. Now, what'll happen is if somebody goes live on YouTube or a streaming service like EVMux, StreamYard, whatever, when they go live, that one screen, they have the EVMux there. Now, there's a lot of things that you need to do. You need to keep a YouTube tab opened, okay, running in the background. Now, you can have it muted because, for example, if you want to pin a comment to the top or a link to the top of your chat, you have to do that on the YouTube side. If you want to set a goal, you have to do that on the YouTube side. If you don't have like a poll, like EVMux has its own poll, but YouTube has a poll, you have to do that on the YouTube side. And there's a lot of people that do not understand or realize, you know, how to get back and forth. It's a real easy tip and everything else, but let me change screens real quick on how to do this. Let me take this over here so we do not get the multiples. Okay, and there we go. That should fix it. So what you can do is you would have your EVMux. Maybe I'm still getting multiples somehow. Right here on your screen. How am I getting multiples on that when that's not the main one? Give me 1 second. Remove from scene. Am I lagging or something happening here? Oh, I gotta do that real quick. Oh, maybe this it's not. Maybe it's not live.
Just
Okay.
bring up a couple different applications, not different tabs, different
There we go.
applications.
Well, I kind of yeah, okay. That one,
Because you're not changing tabs, you're changing applications.
yeah, exactly. But I think I got it fixed now. Okay, and the reason why, okay, guys, you see right here. Now, this is not my EVMux screen. I got that on a different one. This is a YouTube screen. Okay, but if say this was the EVMux, or actually, say this one's EVMux. Okay, say this is EVMux, and I want to go pin a comment. What you do is you press and hold down Alt, and then you press Tab, and you see the little blue screen. That's how many different applications or windows that I have open right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and so what you want to do is you would tab over with the little, and each time I'm holding down Alt, okay? But each time I press Tab, you notice that little blue box goes to the different ones. So if I want to go back to EV Mux or go to YouTube from EV Mux, it's right there. You Alt and then Tab and then let go of Alt, and it'll switch back. So you can use those two and then go and click on the three dots and pin message or add a poll or whatever. It's easy as pressing down Alt, holding it, and then clicking on Tab to go to whichever screen you want to go to or whichever application. And when you have them layered one behind another, it's easy to do on the keyboard, Alt Tab. So I hope that helps you out. If you didn't know that you could Alt Tab through applications to go to hide a YouTube window behind an EV Mux or StreamYard or whatever.
Yep. The alternate tab is, it just lets you swap between all of your open applications. It's not so much like tabs in Chrome or whatever. It's not tabs in a browser. It's open applications on your computer. So EV Mux, that's one. If you had, say, a music player open, that would be another. If you had Microsoft Word or something like that open, that would be another application.
Now on Apple stuff, I have no clue how to do it.
Yeah, EV Mux. Okay, EV Mux is browser based. So what's the browser for Mac? Safari. If it will work on Safari, if it'll work in Safari, then it'll work on a Mac. It's not so much a Mac based as it is the browser. And right off the top of my head, I do not know if it is or not.
And so those are the two tips that I have for people tonight. And hopefully people that didn't know this, because I've seen them have problems with it in the past, and that's why I brought it up, will see this.
Yeah. The Alt Tab thing is a Windows thing. It has nothing to do with the browser. That is a Windows thing for moving between applications. And that's what that's for. But it is especially, like Eddie was saying, it is especially helpful if you have a single screen, because when you hold down that Alt tab, it'll bring up that little bar that'll show you all of your applications, so you're not guessing what's what. So anybody got any questions before we move on to some more fun stuff? I guess it's fun. Depends how you define fun. Anyway. First thing I'm going to show you is how to back up your Davinci database. So the way Davinci saves your projects and stuff is it puts all the definitions and stuff in a database. And that's how it keeps track of everything. So when you tell it to add a video clip, it says, okay, that video clip is here, and it puts that information in a database. So if something happens to Davinci or something happens to your hard drive and you don't have a backup of your database, if something happens to the database, if it gets corrupted, the hard drive goes bad. I said that. Anyway, if you don't have a backup of it, you got to go bring all of your information back in. So it's a good idea to back up your database every so often. Now, the database does not save all of your video files, your audio files, all of that stuff. All it is to tell Davinci where all those pieces are. is a way that you can do, and you can archive a project. I'm not going into that, but there is a way to archive a project where it will actually copy all of your stuff off into a separate directory. That's archiving. So when you first bring up Davinci, let's get this over here. Everybody's used to seeing this screen right here. Let's see. Okay. I had the project list turned off. So these are all your projects over here. And this is your database over here. And you can have more than one database. So like if you do work for other people, or you want to keep, your vacation stuff in a database by itself, you can create other databases. So you can have as many of these as you want. But to back this up, all you do is you come over here to this little eye and you click on it. And it gives you where it is. That's where I keep mine. Anyway, you just click this backup button and it's going to come up and ask you for a location, and it's going to save it as whatever name you give it. So I'm just going to save this in my downloads so that I know where it is. And I'm just going to click save. And then I'm going to click backup. And you got to give it a second. It takes it a second to get going, and it'll come up in a second, say, okay, project library backed up successfully. And that's it. So if you go looking, like if I go look at my downloads folder right now, there will be that file in there. So to get it back, what you do when you come up into the screen, once you put Davinci back in, you click this thing right here and you say, you go find where you put it. That's why you remember. And you just open it and you bring it back in. I don't want to do that because then I'll have 2 projects of everything. But that's how simple it is. But that just protects you from something happening. Because I mean, you see, I've got quite a few projects in here. This keeps opening on my other screen. So I've got quite a few projects in here. And you see, it didn't really take it that long to back it up. So if you don't have very much in here, some of these are very, very simple ones, so it's not a huge amount in the database. But that's how that works. Also, before I get into the fun stuff, I want to talk about the differences, a little bit of the differences between the free version and the studio version. Get rid of that before I forget that it's there and wonder what that's all about. Okay, so when you download these two, you will see that the file sizes on the two are hugely different. So this top one is the studio version, the paid version, and this one right here is the free version. So these programs are completely separate from each other. While they're the same program, the 2 downloads are completely different. So if let's say you have the free version and you're going to upgrade to the paid version, when you do that, you're installing a different program. You are not just turning on something that's turned off in the free version. And you can see that these files are hugely different in size. Bring this up a little bit better so you can see it. So that top one, that's almost 8 gig large, that's the studio version. The one below it, that's 3 gig, is the free version. What that 5 gigabyte, which is a lot, that difference is all the AI stuff that's in the paid version. So they are different files. They use the same database. If you upgrade from the free to the paid version, you don't have to really do anything. It installs right over the top of the other one, but they are different programs. And even the zip files are different. Turn that off. So most of you have looked at the free version, which is that. So it's just a single file, single exe file inside the zip. If you look at what's inside the studio version, whoops, wrong screen. You see that there's two files in there. One's an exe file and one's a .dat, which is a data file. So you see they're completely different things. And they do this for a couple reasons. One, it's a lot less network traffic. I mean, think about how many people download this in a given day. That's a lot less network traffic on their end. Each person 5 gigabyte, that adds up very quickly. And it's less traffic on your end also. But just it's the same program, but the features are not, it's like I said, you're not just turning on one feature versus something that's not, it's not even there. So that's the difference. And that's, again, in the studio version, you have to put in your code when you pay for it and stuff. So there's extra stuff in there too. Plus doing it with the data file, they can update the data file without having, this is from a programmer's point of view, without having to recompile the exe file to send out. So it's, from a maintenance point of view, it's an easier way to do it. Sorry, I'm getting too technical for you guys. But anyway, so there is a difference. Again, while it is the same program, it's different install files. So just something to be aware of. Okay, now let's go have some fun. I'm sure everybody has seen a video on YouTube or TikTok or somewhere online where, like, if there's people in it, or maybe a tractor, or, you know, a main subject, where that main subject is black and white and the rest of it is color, like the surroundings are color, or the inverse where the people are black and white and the background is in color. I'm going to show you how to do that. First thing I'm going to do is show you how to do that. So in Davinci, I started a new project here, and I've just got a couple clips that I've already brought in of stuff to work with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this down into here. Let's see, which one am I doing? I'm making them black and white. I'm doing both of the things I'm doing use masking, but I'm doing it in different ways. So what I want is the two people to be either black and white or color, and all this background out around here to be the inverse of that, the opposite of that. So got my clip. I'm going to jump over here to the color page, and I'm going to click on. Now I'm doing this in this is in the studio version. This AI magic mask is not in the free version, but you can mask manually. This is one of the reasons why you get the paid version, is because of this right here. So magic mask, and then I'm just going to go up here and click a couple times on my subjects. First, I'm going to turn on the red overlay so that it'll show me. And again, it took it a second. So you saw how it turned all that red. Let me mark up here, see if I can get all of them here. Yep, that's looking pretty good. Let's go over here and get her. Missing a little bit right there. That's probably good. And now I'm going to have it track. I'm going to click right here and have it track back and forth so that it will mark all that stuff for me, mask all that stuff out. It'll take it a second. This goes pretty quick. Oops. Okay. You see how it didn't grab her? I forgot to do something. So I'm going to go get rid of all of these. I knew I was going to forget to do this. What I wanted to do before I did that is I wanted to come over here and do better and turn this up to 35. Sometimes you have to play with this to get it to work just like you want it to actually grab everything. So let's go back and do it again. Let's see where that gets us. Okay. So now she stayed with the red overlay the whole time. So now I'm going to turn the red overlay off, and all I'm going to do is come down here to this saturation. I'm going to turn it down. So now if I go back over here to the edit page and play my video, if I get to the front of it and play my video, they are black and white, and the background is color. Pretty simple stuff. And if I want to make that go the other direction, all I do is come up here and hit inverse. And now it's the exact opposite. That's how you do that kind of thing. Not too hard. A little bit to it, but not much. The main thing is getting that mask to go good and remembering to turn on the overlay. So again, one of those kind of neat effects that you can do pretty easily in Davinci. I don't know how you would do this in other programs, but that was one thing. Also, if you notice on this, excuse me, on this video, it's got these two black bars up here, and it's just the format of this video. But if I want to get rid of that very easily, I can come over here and turn on this retime and scrolling and turn this on. And on this scaling, if I do fill, then it'll fill it up for me. But when you got to do that before you do your masking, because you just noticed it just screwed up my masking, but that's okay. Usually that's something you have to notice before you start. So anyway, that's how you do that. Now, another thing you see quite often is you'll see maybe 2 or 3 people in a video scene, and one of the person has like an outline around them or a glow or whatever. So to do that, I'm going to use the same clip, except this time I'm going to go into the fusion page instead of the color page. And I'm going to hit Control and Space. I'm going to type in mask. But it helps if you spell it right. And then I'm going to tell it to add. And I've got a magic mask in here. Now, if you come over here, you can kind of see we kind of have the same controls, but not quite the same as we had in the color page. Again, we're using magic mask to do this with, but the way it applies it in the fusion page is a little different than the way it applies it in the color page. So what I'm going to do is the same thing I did over there. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to change this to better and 35. And again, this setting right here is going to be completely dependent on your computer and actually the piece of footage you're using too. So if this was a completely white background and they were all completely black, so it was like black and white, you could probably set that down to like almost nothing and it would work. But again, you have to kind of play with it. Now, also, there's two things I'm going to do here. I'm going to use the legacy magic mask because it works a little bit faster. And because I'm going to be selecting multiple things while I'm selecting only, I'm going to turn this off. So now on here, I'm just going to draw a line on him. And you see how if I had this turned on, you would not, all you would see would be him, and I wouldn't know where to mark to mask her. So that's why you turn that off. So then I'll come over here and mark her. And now I got the same thing that I had before. Turn that off and track forward and back. This tracking takes a little bit longer. Why, I don't know. It just does. So you just let it do its thing, and you can see how it's getting rid of all the background and stuff. Just got to be a little patient with it. If you think about what it's doing, it's crunching a lot of data right now. So. Because it's and this is a 4K clip that we're looking at here, even though you're seeing it in 1080 because that's how we're broadcasting. But this clip is actually 4K, so there's a lot of points of data in there that it's dealing with. Okay, so it's all done. So now we'll go back to the edit page. And it's like, okay, well, I got them, but now I got no background. So what we'll do is a little trick here. We'll drag him up to be the second video, and we'll bring the same video clip in again. So now we have them, and we have the background. Where's our glow? We'll get it. Come over here into your effects. If they're not on, turn them on. Change this to all folders. Just type in outer, and you're going to do outer stroke. You're going to drag it onto there. And now you have a white outer stroke, but let's make it blue. Okay. And now let's go play it. They have an outline that follows them all the way around. That's how you do that. And again, same thing. I forgot to do my scaling. This one will probably work. But now it's messed up that one. Let's see if this one messes up or not. Again, you should do this first. Ah, that one stayed with me. Again, the difference in how it applies the masking from the Fusion page versus the color page. So this one it did okay with it, didn't mess it up when I changed it. So that's how you do that. Again, a little involved, but not too much. You do it a couple times, it's like, okay, not too bad. And again, you can make that outline, and that's in your effects. You can make that outline any color you want, custom color. I normally go and change this to Gaussian and then just bring it up a little bit. It gives you a little bit finer line. Again, a good way to highlight something. You know, last month we did shapes and stuff and put, a round circle around somebody's head to highlight them, or put an arrow on it, had it track. This is just a kind of another way to highlight something. This could be an airplane. This could be horses running through a field. This could be anything. So that's how you do that. And we'll do one more thing. I'll shut up. How to put video inside of text. So this is just video. Just going to get rid of the soundtrack because there is no sound. Don't need it. So this is just a kaleidoscope type thing. Things like that. So same thing. We're going to jump over here into the Fusion page real quick. I'm just going to bring him over here because I don't need him to be over there. Come up here and grab a text node. Drop him right there. And connect that to that. And everything disappeared. Why? Because I have no text. So I'll say video and see. I'm going to do all caps. Now you kind of want to use a font that has that's kind of, large or big or whatever you want to call it. So this is one that's kind of big and fat. And then I'll just make him big. So now if I come back over here in the edit page, I have video in the text.
That's freaking cool.
And if I want to put like a background, you could put, another video or a picture behind it. Or turn this off. Let's see, generators. If I want to just put solid color behind it.
No Dallas Cowboys barbecue.
What Simon asked.
He said, make it say Eddie is a ninny. Instead of video and text. Go ahead and make Sammy or make Simon freaking happy because he don't have his little sound effects. So go ahead and put Eddie is a ninny in there. Change it, video and text to Eddie is a ninny.
Let's see, where am I going to get text here? We're here to please. So
yeah, we're here to please Simon. Oh, you're not late. Red Dirt Rooster Road. M, nice to see you. Auntie Jan.
Something like that, Simon. Is that what you're looking for? So that's how you can put video inside of text.
Other than what that says, that is cool.
But yeah, that just some simple stuff that's kind of different. Sometimes with this video, you have to be careful. Like if I used like the video of the two people I had instead of this, you wouldn't see much. So you kind of have to watch. But it's just kind of a neat, simple effect. And it just, again, this is one of those things that if you're just learning all of this stuff and you're afraid of this Fusion page because it doesn't make a lot of sense. This is one thing that you can do that literally all you're doing is adding one thing to it. So it's, again, one of those things that you can do in the Fusion page to kind of get you over your fear of using the Fusion page because it is a little daunting. It's a little different, but I don't know how to use it that well. I know how to use it for the simple stuff. The really cool stuff that I've done, it's just kind of me following somebody else's tutorial. But yeah, so if you just let that play, just put it on loop so it'll loop when it gets done. It just shows that you're basically using the text as a mask for the video is what that's doing. But again, it's a way to have something in your video that is a little bit different than what you see everywhere. And again, doesn't take much effort at all.
Hello, Des.
So I haven't been looking at comments because again, I have two screens and I have one main screen that's directly in front of me and where I have Davinci is over to my right. So I've been looking at my right, not looking at the screen over on my left at all where the comments are. So welcome in everybody that's joined since I started talking a long time ago. Excuse me. So that's really all I had was those three things.
Davinci's just freaking awesome.
Well, that's just
I
it.
mean, it's a lot smarter than me.
It's a lot smarter than me too. I mean, like I said, I mean, I watch a lot of videos on how to do stuff, or I'll have an idea on something, or I see something in somebody's video that some professional did or something. I could do that in Davinci. It's like, I know I can. It's just how difficult is it? Sometimes I look at these things and they're like, oh no, not doing that. It's just like that's way too difficult. But like I said, I've been playing with this program for a while, and that's a lot of what I do with it, and how I've learned a lot of what I know about it is just playing with it. But I'm not afraid of it. If I screw something up, I just start over. If I screw the program up, I just uninstall it and start over from scratch. So, yeah, I've done that before.
Panchuco, welcome in.
Excuse me.
Anybody have any questions about anything we've went over tonight or anything else?
It doesn't have to be over anything. It can be about anything that we've been talking about or anything that we haven't been talking about.
And while people are typing in, the spotlighted channel of the week is but they are the spotlight channel of the week. Congratulations, Jerry and Susan.
Yep. I'm glad you had a good time on your cruise. I'm glad you're all home and back and everything.
Ed says,
Planning the next one.
Ed says, can I try it on my Apple desktop? Is what M says.
Yes, Davinci is.
And
does have a version for Mac. Sorry, brain fart.
Simon says, which Davinci is it? It's 20.1. Is that what
20.1.1 right now.
Yeah, Davinci Resolve 20.1 right now. But the one that he's doing this stuff on is the paid version of it. There is a free version of Davinci and a paid version. The paid version is $295, but that is lifetime. Anytime they come out with new versions or anything else, you do not have to pay for it. You just download the new version.
It's not a subscription service, although they are starting. I don't want to freak everybody out. They are starting to allow people to what they call rent it monthly. It's not a subscription. But if you wanted to try the studio out for a couple months, it's $30 a month. I just saw a video on this today. I haven't checked it out, so I'm kind of talking without really knowing for sure what I'm saying here. But the video I saw was from a guy that one of the reputable Davinci YouTubers. So it looks like they're going to offer it as if you want to buy it monthly. But again, it's not you're going to sign up for it for a year and get stuck into a subscription or anything like that. The the guy that runs Black Magic, that's the company that does Davinci, has always said that he does not like subscription services and stuff like this. So as long as he's in charge, they will not go to a subscription service. And I can understand that because there's I mean, when you 293, just say it's 295, just say 300 round number. that's a good chunk of change to drop on a piece of software if you don't know if you're really going to use it or not. I mean, I agree with that. So their idea, I would imagine their idea, I don't know this for sure, but I would imagine their idea of letting you rent it for a couple months or a month or whatever you want to go with is to let you see if, making that investment is going to be worth your while. So it makes sense. But it's again, don't think, oh my God, they're going to start this at $30 and then they're going to get rid of the full lifetime license and go to subscription. I don't believe that that's what they're doing. I believe they're doing it to let you really try the full version out, the studio version out before you sink your $300 into it. But I mean, I could be wrong, but they've never done anything that would make me think that they're going to do like some other companies do, who I won't mention, whose initials are CC. But it's just another way to get it to get the studio version. And they were talking about, let's say you're collaborating with somebody and you just need it for a project, to get a project done for whatever. Maybe you need the color grading that's in it and stuff. Maybe you need the horsepower that's in it. Whatever, you can get your project done, spend $30 for the month, and you're good. You're done. You're good to go. But I don't think they will ever have just a subscription service or be a subscription service. They have always just been the lifetime license for Davinci.
Red Dirt Rooster Road said, I'm so new to DaVinci, I have to figure out how to load my clips, etc. I have the free version downloaded, but wanted to try it before buying it. That's a great thing, Red Dirt Rooster Road. Yep. The thing is you can go back. There's two ways. On Ralph's channel, which is Webb's Web, at Webb's Web, okay, he has tutorials for DaVinci. Or you can go back the first Saturday of every month.
Hey, Eddie.
Yeah.
I've already talked to her. She already knows.
Oh.
I still want you to repeat everything that she already knows. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but no, we've been emailing. She just hasn't had time to call me, and so that we can get together and do that stuff. So
yes,
I mean, I'll agree. It's a little a little daunting when you first start, because you can do so much with it, but you don't have to do any of this stuff that we showed tonight or any of the hard stuff at all to get started with. And that's
Ed. I used the free version for three years about. Okay. Yeah. And now some of the little special stuff that Ralph's been showing, making the black and white and, stuff like that, that's really fancy advanced stuff that's not offered on the free version.
Well, it is. It's just not using the magic mask. It's not doing the masking very simply like I did.
Yeah. Okay, there's more steps to it to do it than everything else. Yeah. But also, one of the advantages of having the paid version is you can remove, and you can ask Jerry, you can remove background noise out of your video, like the wind blowing or traffic going by and stuff like that with a couple of clicks. And that itself is well worth it. But yes, you don't have to use all that. You don't have to start with all that. Start with the free version.
Yeah, I always tell people to start with the free version. Don't just drop that $300, man. Because it's
freaking Simon. I don't know what Taco's done to him, but
probably didn't get him any tacos. Anyway. Yeah, no, I used the free version for about a year before I wanted to be able to do the other stuff. And back when I bought it, it didn't have all the AI stuff in it that it has now, like the magic masking and all the stuff that you just do a couple clicks and it works its magic. They call it their AI neural engine. That's what they call it. So, but that's the difference in those two file sizes between the free version and the studio version when you download it. Yes, all of my Davinci tutorials are in a playlist. All of my OBS are in a playlist. Tried to, since there's kind of a variety of stuff on my channel.
Jerry, I was over on Eddie's, so I came back over here to your channel, Ralph.
Well, thank you. As most of you guys know, I don't pay any attention to my channel when we're on here.
All right. Okay. Well, and y'all can keep asking questions and things. And there we go. Let me take that off of Ralph's face. Yeah, I can see what you're typing, Jerry. Yeah, she got it, Ed. Yeah, but you don't want to know it. It's 1-800-EAT something. Oh, poop. Poop will work. That's a four-letter word. Oh.
If you send me an email, I will send you my phone number and you can call me and I can help you do whatever. And that pretty much goes for anybody. I'm not giving out my phone number to anybody and everybody on here, but if you need help with something and you want to do it one-on-one or you want to do it over the phone and I know who you are.
Hey, y'all don't be monopolizing my time with Ralph. If I call and you're on the phone with him, he gonna have to let you go. Some of us have priority.
I'll just look at my phone and go, oh, crap, not him again. It's so funny. Nobody has called me in like a week and a half or a week or so. And I wasn't expecting Jerry to because he was on the cruise. But then he called me yesterday to ask me a question. My buddy in Tennessee, who I hadn't talked to in like 3 weeks, he called me Thursday and then he called me this morning. And then you called me today. I'm like, all at one time here. But that's the way it goes around here. It's either feast or famine. I'm either so busy or I'm doing absolutely nothing.
Jamie says, I need a baby chicken wrangler. Is that to me? Jamie? We just let our chickens, we incubated them and hatched them, and then we put them in a brooder box, and then we moved them to a grow out pen, and today we just took them out the grow out pen, released them. It's 8 o'clock, so it's time for the chickens to go to bed. Well, I guess they don't know to go into the bed, and if they stay out, they're going to get got by the raccoons or possums or whatever around. So I think that's why she said they're trying to sleep in the middle of the yard. Shut up, Jerry. I'm the chicken whisperer, Jerry. You should know that. So I guess I'm going to have to go help her put them up so they don't get got. So with that being said, enter or type hashtag Tech Talk for one of the new Tech Talk. One of the things that Jamie's going to send you out a sticker. If it's your first time to winning, if it's your second time, she'll send you something else. If it's your third time, she'll send you something else. But we're you are the chicken eater. Jerry made me tell him to shut up, and I wasn't even paying attention to what I said. And now he says he feels better. But so if it's your first time of winning a Tech Talk merchandise, she'll send you a sticker. If it's a second time, she'll send you something else. If it's a third time, she'll send you something else. or whatever. So with Tech Talk. Hoorah, Peter.
Hey, Peter.
See, so I know like Bat's already won. He was the first winner of the Tech Talk sticker. So if Bat wins tonight, he'll get something else. Tech Talk. Jerry, I knew I could get it from you. And then, guys, I'm pretty sure Gary has set up the redirect to his channel. I just got a notification a minute ago that BetLoop 29 is going live. That would be the 30-minute notification. But as soon as we're done here, and if nobody else has any questions, like I said, I got to go help Jamie. She just said it over in chat that she needs my help. Yeah, and both times we're on Tech Talk too. Spotlighted channel, Jerry. But yeah, 9:30 your time, 8:30 my time, Em. I'm an hour behind you. So
Yeah, but she's on the correct time, so.
hey, Steven, we're not done yet, bro. Enter hashtag Tech Talk, Steven. We can send an envelope to you, Steven.
Yep.
I'm not going to send a big old box to you because that's expensive, but we can send you an envelope with a sticker in it.
Yep.
So as soon as I do this drawing, I'm going to have to take off, and I'm trying to, Gary's not answering, so I don't know if he's here, but he's going to need to start his live a little bit early, otherwise it won't switch over there. I don't think.
Redirect.
Yeah, it won't redirect.
It may redirect, but you'll be redirected to.
Oh, she has a handful of smart little chickens that went inside. I guess they followed the other chickens. Steven, I'm waiting on you to put hashtag Tech Talk, hashtag Tech Tick.
Whatever.
What? Yeah.
Whatever it says up there at the top of the screen.
Let me call him, and as soon as Steven puts it in, I'll push the draw button. Let me call Gary. Maybe Steven already. There he is. Okay, he put it in. Okay, let me call Gary first. Yeah, Em, why wouldn't you do it?
Hey, Eddie.
Hey, Gary, where are you at?
What?
Where are you at?
I'm at home.
You're not in my live, Gary.
I'm here in your live.
You set up the redirect for your channel, correct? For your live, right? What?
Yes.
Okay, you're going to have to go live. Oh, you're here now. Why am I talking to you on the phone getting feedback? You're going to have to go live. I'm drawing this. I'm doing this Tech Talk draw thing, and then I'm ending it because Jamie needs my help, Gary. So, yeah, he just magically showed up after I called him. I'm in your live. You weren't here. We were saying Gary. All right, guys, here we go. I'm going to draw it to see who wins. Thank everyone for coming in. Ralph, you got anything to say before I draw it?
Nope. Everybody have a good week. Have fun.
All right.
Stay safe.
I'm going to draw it, and then we're going to end it. And stay where you are. He fell asleep. We were boring Gary, Ralph. We ought to feel horrible for boring him to sleep. Hey, Terry. What's up, brother?
What's up, Terry?
Terry, enter hashtag Tech Talk. And as soon as you do that, Jonesy, hashtag Tech Talk. And then just stay there and you'll be directed to Sleepy Gary's live. Hopefully his live is more interesting than mine and Ralph's, and y'all stay awake in his live. Or y'all could all go to sleep. There he goes. All right, here we go. And the winner, please email devildogskeeper@gmail.com with your address if she don't have it. Red Dirt Rooster Road, congratulations. And Do I know them people, Ralph? I don't think I
you or
do.
not.
Probably. Hold on, because I know Ralph knows you. Let's see. And I don't have Jamie's stuff over here. Create banner, primary text, Devil Dogs Keeper
Do. Sorry.
at gmail.com. Create.
Yes.
There we go.
Michelle, that's Michelle and Monty.
It's Michelle and Monty.
Yes.
Okay. You can remind me later so I can subscribe to their channel and stuff. Michelle and Monty, email devildogskeeper@gmail.com, and she will send you out a Tech Talk sticker because this is the first time y'all have won. And I want to thank everybody for coming in. Love y'all. I will see you next. We have 31 people in here, Ralph. Did you
Cool.
see that? That's a lot of people. Anyways, stay right where you are in YouTube. It'll switch you over to Gary's. We'll see you next Saturday at 7 p.m. live for my live, Devil Dogs Live. And until then, Semper Fi, Devil Dog, out.